Guten Tag, travelers. This week on Red Bennett Plays we'll be going to the moon for the summoning pits, so bring that deodorant. Notable difficulty modifiers this week are Arc Burn and Light Switch. Arc Burn is going to mean we're going to want to keep our distance from Hive Knights and Wizards. Light Switch means we're going to have to watch out for Thralls and Cursed Thralls especially.
We must pierce the veil of their summoning pits and destroy this creature before the Hive unleash it upon us all.
So the first room that we get to, it's called the Gatehouse. We're going to have some red health bar enemies and then also a Hallowed Wizard and a Hallowed Knight. So if we just stay in this doorway, we've got some nice cover that we can use. There is also just a regular knight in here with a sword, so we're going to want to move in slowly, there he is, so that he doesn't pop out from around a corner and kill us in one hit. So once we get down to the next room and activate the door, we're going to have to fight through 3 waves of enemies. We can just hop up on one of these barriers right next to the door to start fighting our way through the Thralls.
I'll get to work.
We don't need to be very concerned about getting every single one of them, just most of them, as once we have killed most of the Thralls, a wave of Knights is going to spawn. And once that wave of Knights spawns, we're going to want to get the hell out of here to this doorway. This is our fallback point. So there are the Knights, we're going to want to hightail it out of there. So we're just going to try to provoke them, so we're just going to move forward into the room a little bit and then fire a shot if they don't show up. Try to focus on one target at a time. I know auto-aim doesn't always make that the easiest. Once they stop firing, you can just re-enter the room and repeat the process. So you fire a shot, they'll come out, fall back a little bit, keep shooting at them. Don't particularly worry about finishing them off. If you can do a non-zero amount of damage to their actual health, you'll be making progress. Once Ghost says, "I'm beginning to sense a pattern," we need to be extra careful. So there are going to be just some peon enemies, acolytes and the like. But once you kill enough of them, 4 wizards are going to show up, and then you're going to want to run the hell away. So all the way up to the top of the stairs from the doorway that we've been standing at the bottom of. That's our new fallback point until the 4 wizards are dead. So your visibility isn't going to be very good at times. Just aim for right below their name tag and the health bar. Don't approach the door at the bottom of the stairs. They're right around the corner. So once you trick one to coming out, fall back again. Just do as much damage to them as quickly as possible before they go back into the door. This part is going to take a little bit of self-control so that we're not just rushing down there and getting wiped out immediately. So just play it cool, provoke them if you can with your gunfire, and they'll come and investigate, and then finish them off when they do. So once that's done, we're through the gate with the triptychs. Go through a cave to a room right below where we just were. So there are a few thralls in here that we need to be aware of, and then on the far side is a knight with an ogre. Fortunately, there's enough crap on the ceiling to block the knight's boomer fire. So we're going to have to be a little bit more concerned about the thralls this time, as light switch is active. Just going to shoot that ogre in the arm until he's dead. Paying attention to our radar, which tells us there's a curse thrall. And this room is clear. So after we get through that last room, come to the area where the tomb ship spawns. So there are 3 wizards in here, they're all chosen rank, but we are going to have to kill them before we get to this point where I am right now with the Hallowed Knights. Because they will pursue you, and their arc damage will make this really hard. So just take them one at a time, and you shouldn't have a problem. So just keep your distance from these Hallowed Knights and their boomers. Just do the damage that you're able. Don't worry about speed. So there's only 2 of them down there. And continue through when you're ready. So this next room is our fallback point. Right here. So this door opens, and we can see Phogoth chained up. Occasionally there are acolytes with boomers on those ledges. We're just going to do as much damage as we can right now. And then we're going to fall back. Now we're just going to begin a very systematic rotation. So we've got a heavy weapon. Oh, and the anti-camp is a shrieker that spawns. You can see it on my radar right now. It's a red dot with a white circle. It will despawn on its own, so don't worry about having to kill that. You'll notice that I am able to do a small amount of damage to Phogoth when he ventures in front of this little fire lane. You've got heavy machine gun or heavy weapon. You've only got about a window of maybe 5 seconds. And then we fall back to the second doorway and we just shoot through the crack. Now, occasionally thralls will come in through that doorway, so be ready to jump and turn around as quickly as you can. But it's the hive boomers that you're going to have to watch out for, and there are plenty of them. But if you can avoid the boomers, Phogoth himself is not that difficult to kill.
Finally.
And that is it. I'm sorry that there isn't really a better trick. This one is sort of like the Omnigul mission, where we just have to outlast them.
Of the dark has been
and we can use the ammo regeneration
worlds
trick because
we have
Juggler
never
is not
tested.
active.
But how many more
So if you do run out of heavy ammo or any of your ammo, just burn through the rest of it to get down to 0 while you're in the safe spot, and it'll give you a small amount. Well, that's it for this week. I'll be back next week with another Nightfall, hopefully, if it's not a repeat. Thank you everyone for watching, and if you want to get unrestricted use of exotics in PvE, definitely tweet at Bungie using the hashtag ExoticPVE.